And here we go again. So recently I was inspired by my friend Chris Desatoff, and you can click on his channel right here. But he was going to do a 100-day vlog about losing weight and exercising. And I figured I would get on board with that. However, I don't have 100 days to go, but I do have 5 weeks. So instead of doing 100 days, I'm going to do 5 weeks and see how much I can lose. Why is 5 weeks important? Because in 5 weeks I'll be going to Kansas City, Missouri to represent my client. I'll be at a WordCamp in there, and I would like to look and feel my very best. You see, I don't have the best self-confidence. Sure, I'm an awesome writer and I'm amazing for my client, but when it comes to public appearances, it's a whole different story. I don't like the way I look. In fact, without having teeth, I'm really, ashamed to be out in public. There's quite a bit of emotional damage there. But all of that is starting to change. I'm back on track for losing weight, and a week from Saturday I will have teeth and I'll be able to eat. It's kind of crap when you have to swallow everything whole and rely on soups most of the time, but that's okay because I like soups. So I started it yesterday and I weighed 220.4 according to the scale, but this morning I was at 219.4. Now, according to the amount of food I ate, I should have only lost maybe 0.3 pounds, but this is why you don't put too much stock in scales, is because all kinds of things can cause it to fluctuate. Your weight can bounce up and down based on the amount of water you drink, or whether or not you've gone to the bathroom that day, or building muscle mass to replace fat. In fact, a lot of people get discouraged because they'll be on these intense diets or exercising all the time and they're still not losing any weight. The thing is that when you're replacing fat with muscle about the same time, you're not going to lose weight according to the scale. It's all about measurements, really. It's like a friend of mine, she was discouraged because she didn't think she was losing weight until she sat in my chair and realized that she can actually fit in it. And when looking at her, you can tell that she's lost weight. Well, let me correct that. You can tell that she's lost fat. Because once you start increasing your muscle density, it's going to affect your scale. So that's why I don't put too much stock in the scale, but for intents and purposes, I'm going to use it for an example. Yesterday, I was doing okay on the my diet, but I kind of failed when it came to the snacking because I have a thing for chocolate peanut butter ice cream. But instead of just sitting down and eating the entire tub, I portioned it out to 1/2 cup servings, which is about what you're supposed to have. Problem is, I had 3 of those, so that was pretty bad. However, I'm getting back into the playing Xbox Connect quite a bit, and I burned a ton of calories yesterday, which, I wouldn't say a ton of calories, but it was still better than my average. But what did the most damage, though, was I did 2 sets of 40 incline push-ups. Now, I have to do the incline push-ups at the moment because when I get down and try to do traditional push-ups, my wrist and my elbow start to hurt. So I do about an 5 to 10% incline. Basically, it's off the step on my back porch, and it's about 8 inches off the ground. And when I do them there, my wrist and my elbow don't hurt. But in the end, I can feel the pain throughout my shoulders and my chest, and not so much on the triceps, but mainly because I use my triceps quite a bit in everyday life anyway. But when you don't do workouts for like 2 months straight and you try to jump right into it, you're going to hurt. I'm really worried about trying to play Virtual Smash on the Kinect, because that game, when I first started playing it with the weighted gloves, it kicked my ass. However, it's one of the most potent games for burning calories on the Kinect, so... Another thing that's going to drive me for this 5-week challenge is I want to reclaim the top 1,000 positions inside exercise.com. I know I keep saying that, and I keep wanting to, but the last few months have been chalked up to laziness. Luckily, I didn't balloon back up to where I was before I moved back from California, but I still should have been at my goal weight a couple months ago. So, oh well. I think what's going to make the biggest difference is trying to cut down my snacking, especially at night. After dinner, I just get in this fuck it mood and just start eating whatever is there. Like, I would snack on cereal or anything else that was chocolate covered in the house. Last night, though, even though I did have ice cream throughout the day, my snack consisted of a cup of mandarin oranges. And I woke up feeling pretty good, actually, even though I failed on the amount of calories I wanted to consume, but another thing I need to work on is getting more water. Technically, I should be having about 3 of these a day, but I keep maintaining about 1. So anyway, that was day 1 of my 5-week challenge, and I've got a long way to go, but I'm feeling confident I'll be able to jump right into it. I want to make these vlogs every morning because technically that's pretty much the best time I've got, because I either after work, or by the time the day's over, I'm done. Like after getting Rider Sanctuary's videos uploaded to YouTube, and then after editing, I'm just wiped, and all I want to do is, well, veg out and play Diablo 3. And that's another one of my biggest issues of snacking at night, is that I wind up getting bored, or it's almost like a mental thing where if I'm watching something like Netflix, I have to have something in my hand to snack on. So as long as I don't just veg out in front of like Netflix and YouTube, and focus more on like a game like Diablo 3 or Subnautica, I love Subnautica, I tend to snack far less than normal. So, and last night I did wind up playing Diablo 3 for quite a while, so I think that probably helped in my snacking anyway. So anyway, that was day one. Not too bad. According to the scale, I lost a pound. I doubt it'll say the same thing tomorrow, but who knows. I focus more on images and how I feel and how my clothes fit. And actually, as you can tell, this tank top here is like super big, but I bought this when I was like around 270. So that's the fun part about losing weight, is having to change your wardrobe. So right now, I've every pair of pants and every pair of shorts that I have, if I'm not wearing a belt, they fall right off. And that was, most of these I got back when I was 290. So I convinced myself, and my friend convinced me to start replacing my clothes. So I bought a pair of size 36 shorts from Costco the other day, and they fit great. I didn't feel like I was being cut in half, and they didn't slide off my body, so that's a bonus. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these videos yet. Maybe just a recap of the day. I'm still debating on whether I should go back to do my weekly vlogs too, and I would love to make videos about how I play the Kinect to burn so many calories, and how the Kinect has helped me lose 70 pounds so far. So Chris, the ball's in your court. I'll see you guys tomorrow.